In 1998, CTN debuted one of the greatest broadcast trios ever assembled.
West Suburban Conference is what?
Jerry the Coach Grant joined Howie and Joe to create a hockey announcing trifecta.
But they'll have to.
But after a wildly successful 10-year run, Jerry, the darling of the team, suddenly went missing. Letters of concern and support poured in from the hockey community as a massive manhunt was launched. After almost 2 days with no sightings, the search was finally called off. Fans say the coach always had a knack for technical insights that they so loved. But now, a new chapter begins in the legend of Jerry Grant. He's back, and in the broadcast booth of CTN, all season long.
Welcome to Rogers Ice Arena for CTN's live coverage of the girls' high school hockey season opener. It's a section and conference rivalry as the Rogers Royals welcome the Coon Rapids Cardinals. And the cat already out of the bag. The professor back in the broadcast booth. Jerry Grant, glad to have found you.
Glad they found me. It was quite the hunt, it looked like there. But I have to say that, Howie, you're really the darling.
Well, I don't know about that, but you are definitely the icing to the top of this cake.
Well, should be a fantastic game to get us started. The Redbirds, rather, or Bluebirds, Fighting Bluebirds, sorry, faced the Royals 3 times last year, coming on top 2 out of those 3 contests, including in the section quarterfinal last season, ending the Rogers run. They had met couple years before that in that same quarterfinal round, with Rogers coming out on top. So a good rivalry to start the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rogers always is a good hockey club. They have a lot of good players. They have a lot of depth in the program. So it'll be interesting to see how they play this evening.
Well, the interesting thing, last time these two teams played, it was in the sections, and the Bluebirds knocked the Royals out. So this is a bit of a revenge contest for them.
Well, and coming in for Champlin Park Coon Rapids, they returned their top 2 scorers from last year's squad. Lily McKenzie led the team in goals, assists, and points, finishing with 41 points on the season. She's back now as a junior, and they did have some significant losses, and we'll talk about that as we move forward, but another really exciting addition that is going to be interesting to watch this season as well. On the flip side for the Rogers Royals, they had a trio at the top of their scoring chart that all scored a little better than 30 points each. 2 of those 3 are gone, but Coon Rapids Champlin Park is certainly going to want to keep an eye on Avery Achterkirk.
Yeah, Avery Achterkirk is I don't know if you're familiar with her, Jerry, but she's really the tone setter for this team. Just recently committed to Bemidji State, so she'll be taking her game to the next level, but she is definitely the player that leads the way for this Royal squad.
And both of these teams hoping to get the season off to a fast start. We'll take a break and be back for Puck Drop after this. You're watching Girls High School Hockey on CTN.
In 1998, CTN debuted one of the greatest broadcast trios ever assembled.
West Suburban Conference is what?
Jerry the Coach Grant joined Howie and Joe to create a hockey announcing trifecta.
But they'll have to.
But after a wildly successful 10-year run, Jerry, the darling of the team, suddenly went missing. Letters of concern and support poured in from the hockey community as a massive manhunt was launched. After almost 2 days with no sightings, the search was finally called off. Fans say the coach always had a knack for technical insights that they so loved. But now, a new chapter begins in the legend of Jerry Grant. He's back, and in the broadcast booth of CTN, all season long.
Back at the Rogers Ice Arena, just about ready to get the 2023-24 girls hockey season underway. For the Rogers Royals, this is the last team they saw last season. And as we talked about, they would love to get a little revenge and get their season off to a good start.
Here's head coach Emily Ochter-Kirk. We'll be talking with her a little bit after the second period. And of course, head coach Todd Gutterman. Coach Gutty, got a good chance to talk to him yesterday, and we chatted a little bit today, and he's pretty excited. He thinks that he's got a good squad. Says he could be anywhere between 1 and 4 seed in the section coming up at the end of this season. But it's a long way to go with the opener right now, and the one and only Jerry Grant by our sides, and we're certainly excited to have you here.
Well, thanks. We'll do what we always did, have fun and give a good broadcast.
Absolutely.
Well, and our two ISO players in the middle ready for the puck drop as Ochter-Kirk will take the draw against Lily McKenzie. And the Royals able to gain first possession. Ahead it comes for Scherf, who plays it in and around. CPCR winging the near boards, slowed up. Centering pass, a shot off the... Oh, it's underneath the goalkeeper. Oh. Wastrel didn't even know it was underneath her. The shot by Ochter-Kirk got caught up in her equipment. The referee was right there, had an eye on it the whole time. Bernovic behind the net, stops up, finds herself a little bit of space ahead for McKenzie. McKenzie's pass off the stick of Semling down into the corner. June Semling recovers. Semling just a freshman, but they're very excited about her abilities and what she brings to the club. She's a young player they thought would have been one of their top contributors last season, but due to the Unoka-Hennepin rule that no middle schoolers able to play varsity sports when youth sports are available meant she could not make the varsity roster.
Yeah, too bad. That chance coming up here, a puck, nice pass right out to the end of the house, Howie. And great save there, and the referees did a great job letting the play continue because the puck was not covered.
No, defense has to protect the house as always.
Paginen leaves it back behind the net. Recovered in the corner by Nola Milton and played up the boards. Stopped up at the blue line. Poked at, comes free for Alphen. She gets it out, but played right back in by Cameron Messer. Messer squeezes Alphen to the end board. 4-player scrum ensues. Kick free, and coming away with it is Kyla Ketting. Ketting to center for the Bluebirds. And that's going to be another offside as Tessa Bowden in a little too early.
Yeah, you got to make sure you don't waste those good chances. That's 2 of those in a row. The Cardinals just have to find a better way to, the Bluebirds, excuse me, I'm going to have to break that habit. Have to find a way
it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on the broadcast with it. But as a former coach, Jerry, you know that, especially in the beginning of the year, it's always a little tougher. It's always, you're trying to work things out. You can scrimmage, but once you're live action, it's a little different.
Yes, you're trying to get used to playing games again.
Pass out front, the backhander just wide for Olivia Omi. As Rogers again setting up one of their players right in front of Maddie Wastrel and getting a great opportunity. A couple of A-plus opportunities early in this first period.
Got that late person coming behind the play. They have to tighten it up, picking her up, the Bluebird. If I do it a third time.
Barnacle plays it in deep.
That's okay. We still do it, so it's like, don't worry about it. Like you said, we're just here to have fun.
Royals good on the forecheck, able to regain possession. That was played with a high stick. Now it's waved off as the Bluebirds get there first. Kept in at the blue line by Maida. Trying to feed it out front, and that was broken up by Easton, and has moved out to center. Tripped up on the play was Oswego. Shot comes in. Wastrel makes the save. Far side, Bernovic cut off by Ochter-Kirk. In the corner with it is Scherf. Played it back to Ochter-Kirk. And now spinning near the blue line is Bailey. She'll fire. That didn't make it through the traffic. Played to the corner by Paginen. She squeezed off it. Scherf battling along the end boards is taken to the ice. No call. Play continues. Pass deflected up in the air. Kept in at the blue line by Omi. This time it's jammed out to center by Semling. Achterkirk trying to get through some traffic. Bernovic recovers. Gets it across for Semling. Back to Paginen. And now behind the net. She's tied up there. More pressure coming, and the Royals nearly turn them over again. But the Bluebirds able to gain possession, get it out to center.
Yeah, Rogers very aggressive on the forecheck once they get the puck low.
Well, they've been doing a good job of keeping control down in the Bluebird end.
Alphen plays it around behind. Sent back by Milton. Up to the blue line, but held there by Messer. Again, Messer with a hold. Bowden able to work it out to center and get it ahead for Zaholka into the zone. Her shot deflected up and over the net, recovered by Ketting along the end board. Played out front, but in the skates of Bowden. Kept in by Milton. In the far corner, Sydney Bailey for the Royals. Plays it up the board. Swept out to center by Barnacle. She was hooked. And we're going to see the first power play of the game go to the home team, the Rogers Royals.
Well, that was an odd rush heading the other way, and sometimes you have to take that penalty to not let them come in alone on a break. So there's the hook in the hands and into the box.
Well, the first opportunity for both teams on special teams, and with the Bluebirds on the penalty kill, and the Royals want to see what they have to see if they can score on the power play.
McKenzie ties up off the draw, but in to get it is Achterkirk. She'll get the pass back along the boards, tied up, but good support. Cutting toward the middle is Barnacle, knocked off her stick. Loose puck chopped out to center, knocked down, and then pushed along by Zaholka. Back out to center. Achterkirk settles at her own blue line, skates through center. Her pass in the air, but bounces into the zone. Achterkirk recovers along the boards, pressured by McKenzie. Out to the point. Looking to set up the one-timer. Instead, the shot off the side of the net for Olgren. And then a shot from the point by Messer right into the midsection of Madeline Wastrel.
Rogers finding a way to work that puck up to the point, Howie. Never a bad idea to take a shot from up there. Just they need a little more traffic, though. There's one person in front. If you can get two people to come crashing off that overload on the wall, that's a better screen.
Yeah, you never know. You throw something at the net, something may happen. So just keep it in front of the net and see if you can get a rebound and poke it home.
Semling able to gain control, gets it across off the stick of Bernovic, and she fires it all the way down. Little forecheck pressure. We're not surprised by that from a Todd Gutterman team. He likes to bring pressure shorthanded. Not going to make it easy for him to break out. Bernovic going to force the cover by Claire Kinneberg. And a defensive zone draw on the power play for Rogers.
Yeah, that was a good forecheck. Player one coming in, arcing the defender, trying to get between the two, deny the pass, force the play where they want it to go, and player two looking for the turnover.
Just 45 seconds remaining on the power play.
Kept in at the line by Paginen. She'll hold there. Comes free to Achterkirk. Achterkirk with some speed through center. Cuts back to the middle of the ice. Knocked off her stick. The shot by Barnacle up over the cage. Played into the near corner. June Semling, first one there. Backhands it to the line, but held. The shot just misses wide for Justice Olgren. Achterkirk back to the corner for Omi. Back to Achterkirk, out to the line. Olgren will shoot. Tip. Saved by Wastrel.
Nice save there.
Well, they're able to kill off that penalty, that power play.
That one, fortunate for the Bluebirds that they got a quick whistle because Wastrel did not have control.
She did not.
That puck came loose and was poked in, but the whistle had blown, and a very fortunate quick whistle.
Yeah, a little
for the
surprising.
Bluebirds.
They blew the whistle when they did because that puck was still floating around.
Again,
See it
Yeah,
just
see it
roll
come out.
out.
I think the official thought she had it secured.
Omi able to poke it home, but after the whistle, CPCR, not a lot of good looks at the offensive end yet. Rogers has had a couple of grade A chances. And again with possession in the offensive zone. Nola Milton will flip it behind for Oswego. Looking up the middle, but that pass a little too strong for Olivia Reed, but icing fortunately waved off as it was deflected. Oswego keeping it in momentarily. Now poked out to center where it's recovered by Passionate. Taken off of her stick by Bailey, and Wastrel jumps out to cover up.
always dangerous turning to the middle ice when you have a forechecker on you. You want to use that move to the boards, counter away from the middle so that if you turn the puck over, they don't get a good chance.
All right, now the Royals outplaying the Bluebirds here early on in this first period.
Yeah, I'm impressed with how they crash the net and how they support the puck so far.
Back to the line. Olgren had it knocked off her stick, scooped up by Tessa Bowden. She'll race to the other end, trying to get around the corner and does. Short angle shot was deflected wide. Dr. Kirk recovers and moves it along for Scherf. Scherf up the left wing, chips it around the defender to herself, gets the shot, misses wide. Olgren holds on the near blue. Dr. Kirk in to get the puck. Her shot deflected. Blocker saved by Wastrel. Round behind for Ketting. And another good step up there. This time it was Erica Maida holding the zone. Bowden comes back, gets the puck, gets it in deep. Gets a line change.
Tip puck again. Avoided the icing. There it is.
Shot is blocked. And now Lily McKenzie turning. She can't get it through the traffic. Tied up there by Lauer. Lauer comes away with it.
It's the first turnover by Rogers.
Milton down the wing. Her shot blocked immediately. Held along the boards. Finally dug free by Nola Milton. She'll swing it back down into the corner. McKenzie turns, plays it through the blue paint all the way out to the point. Oswego's shot went off the defender's stick into the far corner. McKenzie bumped off of it. Played to the line and then taken out by Lauer. And now getting to the red line and dumping it as deep as Morgan Hammer. Cross ice pass, McKenzie right back to June Semling. She recovers into the zone, shot, blocker save up and over. To the line and now out. Bluebirds have to tag up. Near side, Omi. Troubled by Oswego, trying to get around the corner. Oswego able to take the puck away. Bounces out near the front of the net. Bluebirds able to get it to safer ice. Pass out front was a little behind. Dr. Kirk tried to kick it to her stick unsuccessfully. Poked along the end boards by Bailey. Bluebirds wrap it around the near side. Bailey there to recover. Keep it in for Rogers. Dr. Kirk a shot, the save, and the cover for Maddie Wastrel.
Dr. Kirk had a nice shift there, Howie. She was involved in a lot of action down in the Bluebird end.
Well, Coach Dr. Kirk told me that she is the tone center of this team, and you can see why. She's very active. She gets her teammates involved, and she's got a nice shot on net, and she makes Wastrel work for it.
Yeah, she was open at the top of the circle, right on the house corner there. You got to cover her.
Yep. Got to protect that house.
Bowden able to get it out of the zone all the way down to the Rogers end. Maida off the far boards, held in there by Alphin, poked at, and now played to the corner, but the defender knocked off her feet by her own teammate. Alphen can't hold at the blue line. Out to center comes Hammer. Gets it into the zone. Circling in the near corner is Paginin. Played it out to center. Rogers. 3 groups. Indirect pass. Turned around again by Paginin. Trying to keep it out of the defensive end. Zahalka tied up in the corner. Puck comes free to Callie Alphen behind the net. Alphen cuts right up the center of the ice, got some speed, gets into the midst of the Royals, goes to her backhand. Not a lot on that shot. Played to the corner by Bailey.
Yeah, too bad she didn't have any support. She was alone.
Off the boards, read well and taken away by Omi. Back into the corner. Up it comes to Tessa Bowden. Bowden gets out to center. Will play it in. Ochterkirk turns it around, but right to McKenzie. It was stripped off her stick. Now played back to the corner where Ochterkirk recovers. McKenzie pressures, played around. Aswegan will hold it in. Pass didn't click, turned right back in by Nola Milton. Scherf played it up the boards, taken away by June Semling, knocked off her stick. Ochterkirk will now swing it around to the near side. Trying to hold the line, but unsuccessfully was Paginin. Royals play it all the way down. That'll be icing. Just 4:25 remaining in this opening period. It's going quick.
It is going fast. Well, the good thing about the last few minutes is the Bluebirds got a few more chances coming down into the Royal end and had a couple opportunities there, so keep that up.
Well, and I know Coach Gutterman told me that it'll be a little bit of a challenge this year for scoring goals. They were up north some scrimmages. They won 2 of 3 games, but didn't score a lot of goals. Had a couple of shutouts. Lost to Maple Grove 1-0, which is Maple Grove, as you know, awfully good quality squad.
Good.
McKenzie out to center. Bernovic races in. Bernovic spins in the corner. Had it tipped off her stick. Good support there from Lily McKenzie. Bernovic has it back behind the net. Bernovic swings it down low. Semling avoids the official to get the puck. Protects it well. Finds herself some room. Tried to center, went off a skate. McKenzie had it momentarily. Now played back out where Semling tried to turn it in. Cross ice pass. Milton fresh on the ice. McKenzie now with a takeaway. Gets around the defenseman. In alone. A goal! Bluebirds on the board first.
Very nice individual effort, Holly. A couple stick handles, defenders poking for the puck. She went around them and found a nice open corner there on the goalie's right side, and the Bluebirds are on the board.
Well, she made it count, and you know we talked about it. She was leading scorer, as you see. A nice job coming in, and then she's going to beat the goaltender to her left, to her right.
Well, and you mentioned early on, Jerry, about Rogers not turning the puck over much. It was quite a while before we saw Rogers turnover. Now a couple back-to-back, and that one costs them. Good anticipation. Here's a chance for Ochterkirk. The shot saved and went up over and bounced off the top of the net. Royals come out with their top line, looking to get that one right back. Ochterkirk behind the net. Hands off for Scherf. She's pressured in the corner. Puck loose. Ochterkirk had it momentarily. Now gets it back. Trying to backhand it out front. Won't get through. Milton will play it off the boards and out to center.
The Rogers likes to flood that net area. They bring them down low.
Bowden sweeps it around. Far side, Evelyn Semling. Tried to get it to Zahalka in the middle. Now Bowden able to win a puck battle, get it out, and force it to the Royal blue line. Bailey circling away from the pressure from Zahalka. That pass taken away by Bowden and played back to the corner.
Good stick in the lane.
Zahalka trying to center. That was broken up. Played to the line, held there by Callie Alphen. She'll play it in and around again. Bailey tied up there with Bernovic in the corner. Comes free for Barnacle, and we're going to have another penalty as that stick was up for a long, long time before they finally decided to put the arm in the air.
Well, that one, eventually you have to call up. That stick stays up there long enough. Ice sticking is certainly something you like.
Oh, they're both getting called.
Oh, okay, we got a little roughing action, huh? So it'll be what?
We'll say 5 on 5.
5 on 5. It's not college hockey. Not 4 on 4 or the pros. So they'll just get sit and wait until the second period to come back out and play hockey. So they get a little extra rest, Howard.
It's always nice to get a little extra, especially your first game. You know, you got to get your legs underneath you.
It depends on the coach.
Yeah.
As long as one went with the other, they're probably not as mad
We've known
about
some coaches in the past that have certainly worked their skaters.
Swegan from the point, blockered away by Kinneberg. Battle along the near boards comes out as Swegan from the point. That shot was blocked. And now they push it back ahead for Scherf. Scherf down the left wing. Backhand pass out front looking for Omi, but her stick was taken away.
Good back check.
Ochterkirk to her backhand is shot, the save and the cover for Maddie Wastrel.
Ochterkirk gets to the middle of the ice quite a bit. They have to find a way to deny her that middle of the ice because she's dangerous there. Look at her stick handle, and there she was, right in the middle, in front of the goalie alone, pretty much. But nice save.
And fortunately on her backhand.
Yes, that always helps.
Shot missed wide. Rogers recovers along the end boards. Centering pass broken up. Comes out to the point. That shot deflected and goes up over the net. Pass was behind June Semling out to center. Lily McKenzie into the zone. McKenzie gets through the double team, sweeps it out to the point. The shot through traffic. Saved by Kinneberg.
Good shot by Semling. She took it quick.
June Semling from the tough angle. That was saved by Kinneberg. Out to the point. That shot hit the traffic and went wide.
Good pressure.
And we haven't seen a lot of this in the first period where the Bluebirds have had offensive zone possession. Obviously, they have the goal. But it's mostly their trips in the offensive end have been one and done.
Yes, but that was a good sign for maybe the second period where they're down there a little longer.
Down to the final 5 seconds in this opening period. A Lily McKenzie goal, the only marker on the board through the first 17 minutes. The season officially underway. We will take a short break and be back with first period or first intermission reaction from head coach Todd Gutterman right after this. Center, the Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds a 1-0 lead after the first period of the season. Howie Shapiro on the bench with head coach Todd Gutterman.
Thanks, Joe. And yeah, I am here with head coach Todd Gutterman. Coach, the 1-0 lead. Talk about what you saw during that first period from your squad.
We weren't very good. It looked like our feet were in quicksand. We couldn't catch a pass. We're throwing a lot of panic plays. We're very fortunate to have a 1-0 lead right now. Maddie made some big saves. We got to be much better the rest of this game.
I thought you guys started out a little bit slow, but picked it up towards the end of that first period, especially when Lily scored that goal.
Yeah, you know, Lily can create, and that's what she did there. She just took a puck, she got around their D, went in, and more often than not, that's going in the net. So
typical first game of the season type of thing, working things out? What do you talk to the girls about during the period?
The biggest thing right now is we can't panic as much as we are at the puck. We're giving them too many free pucks. We're turning it over too easy. We got to protect pucks. We got to catch passes, and we got to play faster.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. We're going to take a quick break and be back with stats and highlights right after this.
Back at the Rogers Ice Arena after the first period of the season, the Champlin Park Coon Rapids Fighting Bluebirds have a 1-0 lead over conference and section rival Rogers, but it did not come easy. The Royals really controlled the action, especially early in the period, brought a lot of pressure on the Bluebirds net, but it was a steal and a nice individual effort by Lily McKenzie that made the difference, getting behind the defense and burying the wrist shot. The only tally of that first period, but certainly not a lead that the Bluebirds can feel comfortable with.
No, I don't think so. As Howie just found out with his little interview there from Coach Gutterman, that thought they were panicking with the puck a little bit. I thought they did early. They got a little bit better towards the end. They had a little bit of zone time, as Joe mentioned, when they were towards the last few minutes of the period. So hopefully they'll be able to keep it up. But playing faster, it's always hard to play faster the first game. You kind of settle into a pattern, but you definitely have to pump it up and move your feet a little bit more and see what you can do with some speed.
Yeah, Gutty did, obviously said he didn't think they played real well during that first period, picked it up a little bit towards the end, but, and mentioned that Lily is able to create with opportunities, and we saw it there that she's able to. So I think they'd like to come out here and see if they can get a little more of a cushion and just let their game take over.
Yeah.
Well, there's still a lot of hockey left to be played. One period in the books. Period number 2 is right after this. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Back at the Rogers Ice Arena, 1-0 Champlin Park Coon Rapids after the first period. Season opener between the Royals and the Bluebirds. And it would have been interesting to be a fly on the wall in the Royals locker room to hear what Coach Achterkirk had to say to her girls, because I thought they played a really good period.
They did.
I did.
And
yep.
They have to, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, they got to the middle. They had some good chances down low. Hopefully the Bluebirds can tighten up defensively down low, because eventually Rogers will get one if they keep that up.
And they had a really good opportunity. A quick whistle really took a goal away from them.
Yes.
McKenzie again able to get behind the defense. Semling will jump on the loose puck, trying to feed it out front. It was blocked by the skates of Maida. Bernovic behind, gets it right back. It was in her skates, kick to Maida. Maida moves it ahead for Scherf. Scherf trying to get around the corner. Sweep check by Eswegan, keeps it out of the zone. Spinning puck at center ice. Chopped at and now controlled by Maida, who plays it into the corner. Gets there ahead of Eswegan. And that was what really impressed me most about the Royals in the first period. Good forecheck pressure, forcing turnovers, and then being relaxed and comfortable. Behind the defense, McKenzie again, a shot and a goal!
Wow.
Well,
you can't afford those turnovers, Jerry Grant.
That is the second odd rush in the last minute against the Royals, and the Bluebirds cash in with another goal on a open player in front of the net.
Well, you can't just forget about number 20 behind you. She's 20 feet behind both defenders. You can't be that aggressive. A good seam pass or stretch pass from Nola Milton, and almost a replay of her first period goal. And Lily McKenzie's got a couple on opening night.
No, you got to know where their best player is at all times on the ice, and that was truly a breakdown.
Scoring for the Bluebirds in 59 seconds in the first and second period. Number 20, Lily McKenzie. With an assist going to number 8, Nola Milton. That's McKenzie from Milton at 59 seconds.
Bluebirds able to get it back out to center, now turned right back in. A shot out front goes just wide, and Wastrel just got away with a little bit of a trip as Lauer got upended as she went to try to recover the rebound in the corner.
Yeah, nice passing play by Rogers on that one.
Puck pokes free. Zahalka around the right side. Glove save by Kinneberg. Pass out to the slot, had too much on of it. A little bit behind Bernovic, all the way back to the Champlin Park Coon Rapids end. Turning out of her own corner and now feeling some pressure is Milton. She's tied up along the boards by Omi. Bernovic again had a pass in her skates, got able to kick it out to center. This one comes to Achterkirk, keeps it away from Miswegan. Trying to center, that one's stopped up. Bernovic back on it. Swings it out to center, and it's Lily McKenzie again, cutting to the middle, a shot and off the post. McKenzie with a bid for a hat trick early in this second period, and she rang it off the iron. Miswegan from the point. Misses everything, ends up wide. Achterkirk will carry up the right wing. Short angle shot, misses wide. Rings around to the near boards. Holgren can't hold it in. McKenzie wins the race. Gets it to herself, but lost an edge and just from a knee pushed it wide.
Yeah, good effort.
Royals able to get it back out to center. June Semling at her own blue line. The pass handcuffed Alphen a little bit, able to regain control and get it back out to center. But the Royals right back in as Omi dumps it in. Semling.
Well, another open player in the middle, and Rogers didn't see her. Right at the blue line, red line, behind the D.
And it was Lily McKenzie again. If you're going to lose her, here's June Semling. Her shot blocked to the corner. She'll recover there and then lost the handle. Played around behind by Messer. Out to the line, Alfred waits, now plays it into the corner. McKenzie makes a move. Tried to slide it through the defender and nearly did. Gets it back in the corner. Now Evelyn Semling trying to get it back down low. That was broken up. Bailey chops at it, far side. Evelyn Semling back out to the point. Milton is shot. That gets through and a stick save by Kinneberg. That one isn't going to be contained. Race for it to the other end. Callie Alphen there first. Able to play it away from Omi, who was charging. Played around, Evelyn Semling. Added a shot by Messer is deflected up over the net. Bluebirds push it to the line, but not out. Achterkirk. The shot didn't have a lot on it, and Wastrel again had trouble with the cover. It stuck out from under her glove for a second there, but able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, good thing Madeline stayed with that puck. It was there for the offering, but she got her glove down on that. But Rogers has to figure out a way to find those open cherry pickers, as we used to say, out there hanging out behind them in the neutral zone, because the Bluebirds are finding success getting in the zone that way easily.
Ketting's pass was broken up. Dangerous pass right through the top of the crease at your own defensive end. Not typically how you draw up the breakout. This time they got away with it. Barnacle makes a move and skates to center. Going wide on this weekend, tried to drop it. Picked back up by Hammer. Hammer around behind. Out to Bailey. Bailey snaps his shot, hit her own players who went off of Bischoff into the corner. Played out front. Wastrel able to come out and make the save, point blank on Morgan Hammer.
Yeah, Hammer again. The Rogers Royals do a great job of crashing the net. They found that open puck there, and she snuck right between the defense and had a great shot. But again, Maddie made the save there.
Well, you know, Maddie had a nice season last year, and obviously looking to build upon it this year. She's a good goaltender. And, you know, when I talked to Coach Gutterman, he said we really actually have a couple of really nice goaltenders, and we'll see one most likely on Saturday.
I like how she challenged the shooter once she saw that puck was right in front of her.
McKenzie recovers the loose puck. Across for Sydney Bernovic. Bernovic has the edge around the corner. The save by Kinneberg.
She wants to come out and make sure she challenges the shooter. And
well, Coach Gutterman said he wanted to have more speed. He wanted to play faster.
Yep.
And we're seeing a lot of that right now, Joe, from the Bluebirds.
Well, and we've seen a little bit better patience with the puck in the offensive zone, a little bit better pressure, forechecking when they don't have the puck in the offensive zone.
You know, first game jitters, obviously maybe slow play in the first period, but they're coming out and firing on all cylinders here in period number 2.
Yes, they are moving a lot faster.
McKenzie on her knees, but right on top of the puck. Ochterkirk comes out of the pile with it. She's bothered by Lily McKenzie. It's tied up along the boards, now comes free. Alphen pokes it back into the zone. Bluebirds had to tag up. Comes loose to Bernovic. Bernovic again showing her speed, gets around the edge, now behind the net, looking to center. And a good job tying up sticks by the Rogers defenders, as Caitlin Easton got that pass and just could not get a shot off because her stick was taken away, and then June Semling right on the doorstep couldn't get to the loose puck either.
Well, Kinneberg realizes that puck is loose, and she's going to have to dive out from her position in net to make sure she covers it up.
Yeah, Semling did a nice job staying with that play, trying to get that shot.
Bailey can't get it up the boards. Stopped up there by Caitlin Easton. Plays it back behind. Milton pitching way down below the hash marks. Jams it right back behind the net. Easton out to the line and handcuffed Eswegan and ends up all the way back in the Bluebirds' end. Good hustle coming back by Nola Milton.
Yes. It's okay to make a mistake. Just make sure you turn around, and
big save by Wastrel with a Royals player right on the doorstep. Lauren Barnacle was hungry for that rebound.
Oh yeah, she was looking to score there. Fortunately for the Bluebirds, she wasn't able to get her stick on the puck.
Poked out to center by Evelyn Semling. She'll send it in on Kinneberg. She's going to cover, and she will get the whistle despite having no one else in the offensive zone for the Bluebirds.
No, that's okay. Evidently wanted a line shift, and here comes the top unit again for the Royals. Trying to get themselves back in the game with the next goal.
Played behind, turned over, and here comes the first penalty of the night against the Royals. It's going to go against Ochterkirk for tripping. As Rogers gains control, they will go shorthanded. First opportunity to see the Bluebirds power play.
Yeah, that's the danger when you have that stick down there, and that's right into the skates, and down she goes. That is tripping by textbook.
Yeah, and now you press players sitting in the penalty box, and you have a 2-0 lead. Now an opportunity for your first power play of the year, Jerry.
Yeah.
An opportunity to see if you can build this lead.
That's right. Well, interesting to see the power play early in the year because sometimes it takes a while to get it fired up, but we'll see what happens. The key is just be patient with the puck.
Right.
Move where the team lets you move it.
Bernovic ties up. McKenzie pokes it back to Eswegan. Across for June Semling. Semling back to Eswegan at the top. Semling walking down and will circle out of the corner back up top. Eswegan had to reach for it. Semling will take the shot. Blocker saved by Kinneberg. Bernovic pressures. Played up the boards, but held there by Oswego. Another clear attempt, didn't make it out either. CPCR able to win the puck back. Oswego at the line. Player knocked down in front, a jam opportunity for Tessa Bowden, and now Rogers able to ring it around and all the way down.
Not so bad. That's good zone time. 1-3-1, trying to set those triangles up out of that side wall there to see if you can get a one-time or a tip somewhere.
Long pass taken away by Messer and sent back to the Bluebirds' blue line, and now a hand pass will send it all the way to the defensive end. 55 seconds to go on the advantage for Champlin Park Coon Rapids.
Well, you get to see different power plays. We saw Rogers had a little bit of an overload going, but it looks like the Bluebirds like to run the 1-3-1 with a bumper in the middle and then rotate that person on the strong side up and down to see if they can set up that triangle to get an opportunity to 2-on-1 somebody.
Ketting slips it around the defender, gets in. Will take the shot. Held on to by Kinneberg.
Shot's always good. The defender denied the pass across. So
Yeah, they did a good job of getting back.
see here,
See here, nice job of moving around the defender to get to the puck. But yeah, as you mentioned, they took that pass away.
She could have drove the net a little harder, but she did a good job getting a shot.
Ketting fires up over the net. The rebound nearly came out to the slot. Ketting recovers. Top of the circles. Flips it backhand into the near corner. Recovered there by Milton. Down low is Zaholka. Pass didn't connect, but held at the line by Alphin. Alphin again up top. Far side, Ketting to Alphin. Walking in, his shot blocker save. Rebound swept through the blue paint and into the far corner.
That's what you're looking for, shots and rebounds.
Final seconds tick away. Octor Kirk is released. And we're back to even strength. This one is cleared and should be icing when it reaches the far end.
Not a bad power play. The Cardinals had some zone time. Or the Bluebirds had some zone time. Got the puck moved around. Got a few shots. Goalie made the save.
Well, and again, the Royals did a nice job of making sure they killed it off. They could ill afford to give up another goal here in this situation. And so they're able to get back to full strength and keep the score at 2-0.
Yeah, that was a big kill for them. Nice move.
Effective breakout for the Royals, but then taken away by Bernovic. Quick regroup by the Bluebirds, and then Ochterkirk pokes it away from Semling back into the zone. That pass out of the reach of Bernovic, and that'll be icing coming back to the Champlin Park Coon Rapids set.
It was nice to see Bernovic do that nice back check there. She had good effort, got back and closed down that player with the puck, so she had no time and space. Leads with a turnover a lot of times, isn't it?
Yeah, Sydney Bernovic, just a freshman last year, but second on the team in scoring.
Yeah, she has good speed.
That shot misses, goes off the apron on the side of the net. Royals back in control, a little miscommunication, and Bluebirds break out. Semling behind the defense, a save by Kinneberg.
A great opportunity for the Bluebirds there.
Well, and I thought they might end up with another power play because McKenzie tripped up as she took advantage of the miscommunication near the blue line. And while she got tripped up, she was able to poke it free for June Semling to get that opportunity. Bernovic circling away from the pressure, trying to stay out of the reach of Omi. Back to the line, quick shot by Milton, not a lot on it. Kinneberg easily covers.
You know, the Bluebirds getting a lot of chances sending people in alone, and the goaltending is standing up to it. You see right here coming in with a nice opportunity. Good pad save.
You know, this Bluebird squad's going to test you for sure.
3-on-2.
Maida out ahead for Morgan Hammer. Can't get around the corner on Paginen. Paginen stops and reverses. Callie Alford gets it to Tessa Bowden. Bowden into the zone, works across on her backhand. Toe save by Kinneberg. Getting fire. Sorry, Zahalka finds a little room and then left it off. And now dumped in deep by Pageant. Ketting stops up behind the net. Looking. Tried to sauce one out to Kelly Alphin. Alphin, a nice job to step up and make sure she kept it away from Hammer.
Yes, a dangerous pass there. Like to see that puck go to the strong side.
Yeah,
because she's wide open.
Yeah, if the weak side wing weren't as high as Hammer was,
Yep.
and that pass gets through clean, it's a great idea. But kind of hard to read that and see where that defender or that winger is.
The old near wing far point play is great if it's open.
Sydney Bernovic from her own blue line. Gets around a stick check into the zone down the left wing. Will carry behind. Circles, now goes cross ice. Oh, good tip out front, just goes wide for Bernovic. Bernovic back out to the point for Milton. Milton takes another shot. That one didn't get through traffic. McKenzie behind the net. Knocked off her stick. Bernovic trying to disrupt. Hammer able to get it out to center. Milton stops it at her own blue line. Near side for Bernovic. McKenzie into the zone. Tried to toe drag. It was broken up and back the other way comes Bischoff. Bischoff an opportunity. Wastrel the save, the rebound. Wastrel another save. She's had to come up big a number of times tonight. She got back-to-back big saves for the Bluebirds right there.
Yes, she did. Watch this play coming up here. There's the turnover. There's the quick outlet pass and a breakaway pretty much. And
Big rebound.
stays out with the shooter. Yeah, top of her crease, Howie. There she is. And she's able to get that pad over there on the rebound.
Definitely more rebound than she would have liked.
Absolutely, but she did a good job of covering up, getting over there and covering up.
Able to recover. And want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Maddie's grandpa, Bob Wastrel, who is watching. And Maddie made a point to come over and ask for a shout out for Grandpa Bob, and I said I can absolutely get a shout out for Grandpa Bob, maybe a couple.
Right. Good evening, Grandpa Bob. Hope you're enjoying the game.
We appreciate you watching.
Well, Maddie is having an outstanding night so far. Great opportunity turned away by Kindelberg.
That was a great save.
Huge save because she was right there.
Kinderberg's holding them into the game right now. She's made some great saves this period. That was a beauty.
And this period, I don't know why I go as far as to say night and day from period one for offensive zone pressure and presence from the Bluebirds, but pretty close.
Yeah.
It's just what the coach was hoping for.
Well, no, yeah, they basically turned around. They came out firing early in this second period, and they haven't let up.
Rogers on their heels most of the period. That's all. Turnover.
Nearly broke up that breakout pass, but an opportunity for Bischoff, and she's not able to get through to the net this time. Flipped in deep by Bailey.
Good recovery by the Bluebirds there. All of a sudden, 4 players were back defending that one Rogers player.
Milton moves it ahead, bounced away from Caitlin Easton. Out to the center, it went right off the stick of Lauer, kind of got her on the heel of her stick. Holding is Maida. And now the Bluebirds force it the length of the ice, but that'll be icing. 1:40 remaining in period number 2.
Yeah, good period so far. What you want to do right now is finish the period off strong, play good, solid defense, and try to get that puck back down the Rogers end and see if you can get that third goal.
Well, and it'd be huge for either team, really, to score in this last minute 40, but
especially for Rogers.
And that one, Wastrel made the save, but again, it kind of slipped away from her and just went wide.
It stayed out, but that was close.
Another defender cutting across through the slot area for the Bluebirds. They've been able to get away with it, but it's a dangerous habit to get it.
Oh, it is.
Again, the Bluebirds getting it deep, putting some pressure on on the forecheck. Not making it easy for Rogers to break out under the final minute in this second period. Passionate plays it back behind. Alford ahead. It got away from Zahalka, but she's able to poke it out to center. Sydney Bailey for the Royals. Circles out of her own zone, lost the handle. Alford hit June Semling fresh out of the box and nearly had a breakaway. Good shot off the helmet of Kinneberg. And now a 3-on-1 back the other way. Good back check, though, by June Semling to disrupt as Achterkirk was coming through the middle.
Careful about getting greedy late in the period.
On that pass from Alfin to Achterkirk was perfect, but it just bounced off her stick a little bit, was bouncing a little bit when it got there. Nearly sprung her on another stretch pass for a breakaway. And that is really a solid period for the Bluebirds. Based on the shots on goal, they outshot them 10-5 in that period.
Something like that, yes. Yeah, they had a much better period. As Coach Gutterman said, he wanted to see them move their feet faster. I would give them a check for that. Turnovers, they still can work on that. They had a couple odd rushes towards the end of the period, and they certainly weren't panicking with the puck as much. They were controlling it a little bit.
Well, the Royals definitely still right in this one, and with our Howie Shapiro as their head coach, Emily Achterkirk. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. I am here with head coach Emily Achterkirk, and Coach, you're down 2-0, but you've had your chances. Talk a little bit about what you've seen from your squad through these first two.
Yeah, I think a lot of effort, which is what we expect, and I think is, really our identity is our efforts, and a lot of good things. We have a pretty new young team, and we're seeing a lot of good, and now we just need to capitalize on those chances.
Talk about what you guys need to do. Really, the Bluebirds came out and they put a lot of pressure on in that second period, and your goaltender did a really nice job of keeping the score where it's at. She did, yes. Claire's doing a great job. This is her first ever varsity start, and so we're really excited and proud of how she's playing so far, and excited to see her pull it out in the third again too. We just need to have a little bit more awareness around the blue lines. Anything else you want to tell your girls in that between periods in terms of what they need to do to come out in the third and get on the board? I think remain confident and keep the effort up. Keep putting pucks on net. We're getting chances, we're putting them on net, and they're not really getting lucky bounces, so we just have to keep on it. Be persistent, relentless. Yeah. Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the third, and we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with Joe and I and the star of the show, the Professor Jerry Grant, to break down what we've seen in the second period.
In 1998, CTN debuted one of the greatest broadcast trios ever assembled. Jerry the Coach Grant joined Howie and Joe to create a hockey announcing trifecta. But after a wildly successful 10-year run, Jerry, the darling of the team, suddenly went missing. Letters of concern and support poured in from the hockey community as a massive manhunt was launched. After almost 2 days with no sightings, the search was finally called off. Fans say the coach always had a knack for technical insights that they so loved. But now, a new chapter begins in the legend of Jerry Grant. He's back, and in the broadcast booth of CTN all season long.
Back at the Rogers Ice Arena, a 2-0 lead now for the Champlin Park Coon Rapids Bluebirds. Good chances at both ends in that second period. Both goaltenders coming up with some key saves to keep them in it, but it was this one, defense losing Lily McKenzie early on. She netted that second goal 59 seconds into that second period, her second of the game and the season, and giving her team that 2-0 lead. And as we talked about, a little better pressure and zone presence for the Bluebirds in that second period. It's going to make it that much more difficult for the Royals to try and come back.
Yeah, exactly. And as Coach just said about the Royals, the Kinneberg young lady is playing her first game as a goaltender. She's doing a really good job holding them in the game with only 2 goals against, because the Bluebirds had a lot of great chances that period.
Oh, and that's what we had talked about. They really did have some pretty good chances, and especially that one early whistle. It could be 2-1 at this point, but they know they've got to come out with a little more fire and get on the board quickly.
Well, there's still 17 minutes to play, and again, this is a conference matchup, section matchup. Both teams hungry to get win number 1 on the season. Third period of the season opener right after this on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Back at the Rogers Ice Arena, just about ready to drop the puck on period 3 of this season opener. Champlin Park Coon Rapids up 2-0 on a pair of goals by Captain Lily McKenzie. Both on breakaways, one in the first, one in the second. Opening draw won by the Royals and shoveled in deep by Achterkirk.
Well, Jerry, I think the Royals need to set the tone here early on. They want to get back into this one. Only trailing 2-0.
Definitely. Well, as Coach said, effort. Right now they're showing some good effort in the offensive zone.
Centering pass deflected away by good stick from Lily McKenzie. McKenzie ahead for Bernovic. Sweeps it in and gives chase.
Good decision by Bernovic. She was alone, so she dumped it in, killed some time.
McKenzie dumped out front, loose puck comes to Scherf. Her pass off the stick of Omi all the way down. Paginen sweeps it around for the Bluebirds. Off the boards and out. Omi sends it back in. Cross ice, Paginen. Back to the near side, no blue jerseys over here. Messer steps up into the zone. Bumped to the boards by Alphen. Bowden with it. Trying to get away from Lauer behind the net. Lauer continues to pester. Bowden to the line and out. Lauer comes away with it. Gets it to Bailey. Cross ice. Indirect for Barnacle. She's pressured by Alphen. Puck comes loose. Paginen recovers for the Bluebirds. Cross ice. Kyla Ketting trying to find herself some room, and took a little while for that whistle, but it was definitely outside.
I was wondering, when is that going to be blown? And there it is. That was just too much dangling at the blue line there. Whenever you make a move at the blue line, the players might go ahead of you. So try to get that zone before you dangle the puck.
It's really tough to stay back behind that blue line, especially when you want to get your offense continue to get going.
It happened.
Achterkirk getting loose down the right wing. Out front, good pressure on the back check by Lily McKenzie, keeping Scherf from getting clean possession. Achterkirk makes a move, had her stick taken away by Bernovic. And then Aswegan recovers.
Yeah, that's how to do it. You can give her one move, but the second or third, make sure you've got her stick and tie her up. And they did.
Bluebirds play it in on Kinneberg from center. She covers, so an offensive zone faceoff for the visitors, 14-41.
There's a nice back check.
That's a really nice play. But, you know, and the Bluebirds know that, too. They have to keep Achterkirk in check.
Yes, they did. And a nice inside position. She was between the player and the puck. No problem there.
Royals win the draw. Bailey behind her own net. Moves it along for Omi. Out to center. Milton will carry it back in. Wrist shot patted away by Kinneberg. Bouncing puck in the corner. Finally recovered by Bailey. Swept back around by Caitlin Easton.
2-on-1.
Good hustle back from Callie Alphin. Catching up with Scherf and forcing the turnover. June Semlich through center. Leads it off for Bernovic. Bernovic trying to sweep it back down the boards. Continues to battle. Wins it back. Kicked free from McKenzie. And now it comes out to center where Aswegan recovers. Passionate into the zone for the Bluebirds. Getting the line change. It's a little bit of room for Rogers to work.
Yep, just a little bit. There we go.
Bailey fans on the pass. Poked back into the corner. Pass was in the skates of O'Brien. Kicks it all the way down to the Bluebirds' end. Gives chase and battles against Aswegan in the corner. Easton in there as well for the Bluebirds. Puck poked free. Easton had it momentarily. Held at the line by Maida. Easton will skate with it. Through a little bit of a hook. They stay on sides. That shot misses well wide for Olivia Reed.
Yeah, the referees let these young ladies play pretty much tonight. I think they've done a good job of just calling what they need to.
Achterkirk circles out of the zone, but then tied up. And the puck comes free. Zahalka can't control. Poke to the near side. Omi there for it for the Royals. Down into the corner. Keeping it away from Milton. Gets it to Scherf in the far corner. Out to the point. Pressured in. Olgren just dumps it into the far corner. Milton tied up there. Zahalka poking at it. Barnacle behind the net, had it momentarily. Spinning pass out front for Omi, didn't get out. Omi recovers in the corner, plays it out to the line. Shot by Olgren, hit the traffic and ends up off the glass. Again, Olgren holds. Zahalka leaves it, flipped out of the zone by Alphin all the way down. That will end up being icing. And a face-off back in the Bluebirds' end.
Not a bad decision there because that was the best shift of the period for Rogers. They had the Bluebirds pinned down in their own end and had some good opportunities to try to get that first goal, but it did not happen.
Well, Jerry, you talked about the officials letting these two teams play. It's been a pretty clean game from both sides so far.
Off the drop, puck pokes free for Bernovic. Bernovic flips it around Bailey and gives chase. Able to get there, win the puck out front. The shot just wide for Lily McKenzie.
Well, she had a great opportunity for that hat trick. It was a nice job, Bernovic getting around and feeding her the puck.
Yep. Drove the net hard, and found the middle person driving to the middle, and almost had one.
Bailey fires wide off the end boards. Passionin pushes it back into the near corner. June Semlich up the boards. McKenzie gets it out to center. Gets it around another defender, a little too far, all the way down into the corner to recover. Plays it back for Semling. Semling snaps a shot, misses wide, and it rings around the board all the way out and back down to the Bluebird end.
Champlin had some mustard on that shot.
Oswego, long pass looking for Lily McKenzie. McKenzie and Semling look at one another thinking, McKenzie kind of gave up on it thinking Semling was going to get to it. She was upstream a little bit. Semling thought, oh, I know she's back there. That pass is actually for her, which it was. That was a really nice play by Brnovic.
Really nice.
So speedy.
Yep, right through the hands.
Ochterkirk's pass hit a skate, ends up in the corner. Bluebirds trying to bring it up the boards. Ochterkirk tries to center again, misses everybody, and ends up all the way back down with Kinneberg. Kinneberg will just leave it there for Olgren. Olgren circles in the corner, stopped up and pressured by Bowden. Ketting had it poked off her stick. Right to Scherf. Ketting gets it back. The shot by Alphen deflects into the near corner. Messer comes away with it. Alphen swings and misses as she tried to keep it in the zone, but played back in by Paginen. Paginen gets it back. A shot that's blocked. Back out toward the blue line, and here comes Scherf. Avoids Alphen, and Alphen got her stick in the skates. And the Royals are going back on the power play with 9:47 to go in the third period.
Well, just what the Royals are hoping for, an opportunity to get back in the game here and get that goal, and the power play will get another chance here.
Well, defensively, the Bluebirds were set up pretty well. It's an unfortunate penalty to take.
Well, you know, you always want to play the middle of the ice. As soon as you turn your body the wrong way and they cut back, the chance of you getting a trip is pretty high.
Yep.
Always stay in the middle. Just pump those legs.
Face-off win for the Royals. They set up near side. Olgren at the point. Fires it back in deep. Barnacle pressured there by Oswego. Tied up in the corner as Omi came crashing in out to the line. Olgren back down for Barnacle, tied up again by Oswego. Swept back out to Olgren at the point. Olgren will take the shot. That bounces around, a save for Wastrel. Couldn't get the glove on top of it.
Rebound was there.
Out to the point. Now Ochterkirk a chance to save. Rebound bouncing around. Bluebirds can't clear. Pass looking for Ochterkirk in the middle is intercepted, and McKenzie just looking for some soft ice. Slowly taking her time. Brnovic continues to pressure. Lauer down the near boards. Her team changing behind her. Bowden ties her up, comes away with the puck. Knocked free by Bailey back into the Royals' end. Maida's pass. Slowed and broken up by Zahalka. Good fight on the puck by Taylor Zahalka.
Very good effort. That's the way you like to kill a penalty. Pressure that puck carrier.
Now, and this is an important power play for the Royals, too, because they need a goal.
And they've spent a lot of it in their defensive end. Oswego will send them right back there.
Yeah, it's been an impressive kill for the Bluebirds so far.
Get that top unit back out. Ochterkirk with just seconds left on the power play. Plays it across for Sydney Bailey. Bailey will tote it up the right wing. Gets around the defender and scores! Top shelf with 1 second left on the Rogers power play. Sydney Bailey went end to end and makes it a one-goal game.
Well, see again, driving the wide side, stay in good position. But as soon as you make that move and give her the middle of the ice, she took it and she looked for the upper part of the net and just got in off the post and by the glove.
It was a pretty goal, and it was an important goal for the Royals. Now they cut the lead to 1. Plenty of time, obviously, left in this period, 7:42. And that's a big one. That's a pretty goal by the Royals, and all of a sudden they've got a little more pep in their step.
No icing.
Bluebirds right back on the attack. Brnovic will play it out to the point. Shot by Milton. makes it through the save and the cover by Kinneberg.
Good shot there, nice screen. Again, Kinneberg with the save. She's been pretty solid since giving up that second goal. She's been holding them off.
Well, as Coach Kirk said, she's really been playing well here tonight for her first varsity start.
See that nice shot?
And just solid in net there.
Yeah,
she stood up.
They had two senior keepers last year that almost evenly split the season. Centering pass, taken away by a back-checking Sydney Bernovic. Played out to center by McKenzie. Semling trying to get around the last defender, Maida, but couldn't. McKenzie trying to get it back to her. Maida swings it up the boards. Paginen able to get the steal right at the blue line as the Bluebirds being aggressive on their offensive blue line, really trying to keep the Royals pinned in.
Really aggressive.
Played out to center. Eswigen. Tipped in by Semling. And right back out, and here come the Royals with numbers. Barnacle ridden to the outside nicely by Paginen. McKenzie able to poke it out to center. She's tripped up. The Bluebirds bench wants a call. Won't get it. Royals pass didn't click. Taken away by Caitlin Easton, and she circles in her own end. Went to make a move and lost the handle. She's taken down in a heap by Morgan Hammer. And play continues. And now the Bluebirds are going to get the penalty as Eswigen ran over Messer on entry.
This is how you let a team back into a game.
Yes, you do. That's just kind of a lot of stick handling there and people missing the puck. And here comes the contact, which pretty much looked like a check, I guess.
It did look like a check.
Shoulder down, and down she went. And Rogers gets a chance. They didn't have a lot on that last power play, Joe, but it led to a goal afterwards. So
they scored with 1 second left on the power play.
Yeah.
And now right back with the advantage. Kirk down low, gets it back, tried to flip it out front. It was in the skates of Omi. Poke to Kirk, didn't get anything on that. Bluebirds can't clear. Messer down deep into the corner, pressured by Elfin. They both go down in a heap. Bernovic comes away with it, and Bernovic will flip it in deep and give chase. Kirk into the zone down the right wing. Had it stripped away by Paginen, who plays it off the boards and all the way down. 5 minutes left in the third period. Bluebirds a 2-1 lead. Lily McKenzie gets the deflection. Came right to her. Tried to walk around Olgren, sorry.
Olgren did a nice job staying with her, staying in the way.
Backhander flipped in, rebound chance, and another save for Kinneberg.
Yeah, great opportunity for Bowden there.
Bowden tripped up, no call.
Yep, there's a call.
There's
a call. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That one, I mean, that's kind of a can opener.
Oh, yes, the old can opener. That one never feels good, Howie.
Unless you're hungry.
Watch this. Yeah, you're hungry. There she is, right there on the doorstep.
Yep. And there's the infraction right there.
There goes the stick.
It's
right
the can opener.
Legs. Youch, and a timeout.
Yeah, tough one for the Royals. They got a little momentum. They scored that power play goal with 1 second left, and now a quick opportunity, but they have only 33 seconds remaining when they picked up a penalty.
Yeah, and the Bluebirds will hopefully get their own power play going. So now we should have 4-on-4, right, Joe?
We will for 33 seconds.
Yep.
Open the ice up a little bit. I would guess that number 10 will be out there for Rogers with a little more open ice.
I would assume so. The Bluebirds have done a nice job of keeping her relatively quiet. She has looked a lot to pass.
Yes.
Has not been real aggressive in looking to create shots for herself throughout the contest tonight, and she needs to be a little more greedy, knowing that her team's down by 1 and they need her.
Yes, it's always nice if you're covered a lot when you can actually make some passes to open players. So I like the fact that, she's seeing the ice. But, yeah, if you get a chance to take a shot, you need to start putting it on the net here in the end of the game.
Well, you do. And obviously, the key for them is to score. Get an opportunity to do so here. But as you mentioned, the Bluebirds, after 33 seconds, looking to see if they can get their power play going and see if they can get a little bit of insurance here in the last 4 minutes.
Their power play in the second period was decent.
Yeah,
they had 4
decent.
shots.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Had a couple of good opportunities. Spent a lot of time in the offensive end with possession. But yeah, a goal here would be huge for either team
squad.
Again.
Yeah.
But in a 1-goal game, the next goal is huge.
Yep.
It's a cliche because it's always true.
It's very true.
Yes, it is, especially late in the third period.
Off the draw, Bailey plays it up the board. Held in there by Lily McKenzie. She'll recover in the corner. Tied up by Bailey. Bailey able to come away with it. Flips it around Semling. Too far for Omi. First one there is Brnovic.
Nice counter by Brnovic there.
Well, you've got 4 forwards out there for the Bluebirds. Brnovic with speed down the left wing, chopped at by Bailey. They tie up in the corner. Bailey able to gain control again. Royals able to play it all the way down as the penalty to Oswego has expired. Now on the power play are the Bluebirds. McKenzie ahead for Brnovic at center. She turns into the zone, slows, leaves it for Lily McKenzie. Up top for Kylie Oswego.
There you go.
Looking for the tip out front. Another chance for Brnovic. Hammering away at it. Puck still loose.
Wow.
Bounces free. McKenzie plays it out to Oswego at the point. One-timer right on for Semling.
Kinneberg's looking really sharp so far on this.
Well, she's kept them in this.
Oswego looking for a tip. It got in, and the save made by Kinneberg. Kirk got control and fired it all the way down so she could get a change. Down to the last 25 seconds of this power play for the Bluebirds. Easton into the zone. She'll take the shot up high. Kinneberg makes the save. McKenzie walking in, a shot through traffic, went right under the legs, or through the legs of the defender.
Kinneberg got a club on it.
So 5 shots on goal in that shortened power play for the Bluebirds.
It looked good. They moved the puck real nice.
They did. They have.
Looking for deflections, change direction of the puck right in front of the goalkeeper.
Well, and Kinneberg really kept them in that situation with some really nice saves on that power play.
It looked good.
Played out to the far end. Kylie Ketting able to get there in front of the defender, trying to cut back, but a good stick by Sydney Bailey. And boy, Sydney Bailey has been all over the place for the Rogers Royals on the defensive end.
She's had a very nice game, very active. Yeah, and luckily the Bluebirds were changing their line at the time, so no help.
McKenzie plays it back to Swegan at the blue line. She lost the handle out to center. Bluebirds has to tag up, and Oswego did not wait long enough.
Nope, she did not.
And that's okay. If you're in a little bit of a scrambling situation, take a whistle. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you want to kill this last 129 and walk away with the win, but a lot of pressure by the Bluebirds here.
I like how they were moving that puck to the outside player, and then when there was open opportunity to shoot, crash the net. It works an awful lot of times. The simple little shot on and go for that puck.
Well, and they put traffic in front, looking for deflections and rebounds. Pucks and bodies to the net. It's a pretty simple way to get goals a lot of times.
It's a recipe for success in many different levels. You see a little drawing on the board, Holly. What's going on here?
Oh, you're asking me to break it down?
See what they're doing with that extra
like,
player? Where's she going to go? They're going to do a box and one down in there, or
all
box
I know
and
is they're going to pressure the Bluebird net.
There you go. Get
They're
that
gonna
extra
try.
player down
They're
low.
going to try.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, and for the
129.
Bluebirds, I mean, the Royals have done a great job on the face-off all game long. This is a big face-off for the Bluebirds. If they can win it and force it in deep, and again, get that forecheck on, then any more seconds come off, the better it is for the Bluebirds. The longer they keep Kinneberg in between the pipes.
Yeah, clock management, you have to know that every second counts in the last 2 minutes of the game, because how many times you've seen a team possibly do something where they didn't eat some time and then something goes in with under 10 seconds left. So you want to eat that clock every second, chew it up. Get it on the wall, put your body over the puck and just keep it moving with your feet. But make sure you're playing good defense, no odd rushes, have people back.
Face-off win for the Bluebirds. Bernovik's shot misses just wide.
That worked.
Played back behind. Semling is there. Semling recovers for the Bluebirds. Semling cycles down low. Bernovik tied up there to support. Is McKenzie tried to center. That was broken up. Bernovik tried to pop it up and over. A backhand chance for Semling. Hit the side of the net. This one played out to the line. Poked away. Oswego able to recover.
You don't need another goal, so just eating that puck in the corner. Real
Good
nice
step
play
up
by
from Bernovic.
Oh, yeah.
That one flipped up and over everybody. All the way back to the Bluebird end. Oswego behind her own net. Trying to stay away from Omi and Scherf. And there's Bailey stepping up to pinch. And here's June Semling. Semling's got room. She's behind the defense. And a big save by Kinneberg. Under 30 seconds.
Rogers was not able to get Kinneberg off.
And that's exactly what the Bluebirds' strategy was.
Shot from the point from Milton. Gets through, and it surprised Kinneberg when it hit her. She was screened and see it until it was in her chest.
Yeah.
Well, it took her a little while to find the puck.
But she stayed in the way and made the save again. Bluebirds with 28 shots, so they've after the first period they've turned on the juice a little bit.
They really have. It was just it was just that little bit of a lull in that first period for them, but periods 2 and 3 they've been playing well.
Yeah, get back.
Under
9
10
seconds.
seconds.
3 on 2.
Here's Ochterkirk. Defense collapses, able to knock the puck free down to the final 2. It goes through the blue paint, but the buzzer will sound, and the Bluebirds will be leaving victorious, holding on for a 2-1 win.
Yeah, that's 3 wins in a row for the Bluebirds over Rogers, and we've talked about this is a rivalry, and a nice game by the Bluebirds, nice opening win.
You know what? Both teams played very well as they got going. Of course, the coach would say they had things to work on. It's the first game of the year, they do. But they competed hard. They played a nice game as far as cleanliness goes, and I thought that it was a good first game for both teams, and they can build from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and certainly no game is ever perfect. Even when you win a state championship, as a coach, you always have stuff you can work on. But for the Bluebirds really to have survived that first period when they just did not play well, they panicked with the puck. After to have survived that first period and then come out and really controlled the second. And hold on in the third.
Yeah, right. Well, hot potato happens early in the year. That puck is a little bit foreign sometimes. You got to get in the groove and get things going. But I think that they showed that as each period went along. They seemed like they get that legs underneath them and played a lot smoother, better possession.
How big was that quick whistle in that first period? Where
Giant.
Yeah, that was huge because that would have changed things, and you would have been maybe 2-2 at this point.
Right. Well, those things happen.
Well, the season is officially underway. We are so excited to have Jerry Grant back in the booth with us, and he'll be here for some more hockey upcoming.
To be here. Oh, goodness sake.
Home opener.
Gentry Academy, I see.
Yeah, that should be a fun one.
That should be fun.
Oh, my.
Eden Prairie is the guest for the home opener on Saturday night, and then we will be at Buffalo on Tuesday. and then at Gentry Academy over at Van Ness Heights on that Saturday. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Champlin Park, Coon Rapids 2, Rogers 1. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro and Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.